If you've been hoping for relief from inflation, a government report today dashed those hopes about the cost of your everyday purchases, with high prices sending more Americans into debt. According to new numbers from the Labor Department, inflation rose for the third straight month in March, increasing 3.5% from a year ago. News4Jax consumer investigative reporter Tiffany Salameh is looking into what's behind this increase in inflation and how to best manage your debt.
I got credit card debt. I got auto loan debt.
Joy Shepard said this month she had to choose between her cell phone bill and buying groceries.
It's hard because when you have a budget, you don't have the freedom to spend like you would like to do or would normally do under different circumstances.
It's a struggle many of us are feeling as stubbornly high inflation keeps rising.
This latest increase in inflation can largely be traced back to rising rent prices and the rising cost of gasoline. Money Management tells me that their average client in Florida has a monthly budget deficit of about $500. And that just means more people are reaching for their credit card.
So what happens is that as these expenses get higher and higher, we start treating our credit cards like an extension of our income, meaning we start putting more and more on our cards, and then we don't pay them off every month. And eventually that debt just snowballs.
Thomas Nitzsche with Money Management International helps people get out of debt or seek counseling when the stress is too much.
The average Joe and the folks that are, low to moderate income are really struggling with these costs, particularly with high interest rates. It's made housing more unaffordable, unattainable. And it really has increased the amount that somebody needs to make really in order to be comfortable.
Is it stressful being in debt?
It's stressful being in debt, and it's even more stressful when you can't see a way out.
Joy is not alone. The latest data from the Federal Reserve tells us that consumer anxiety over debt is the highest it's been since the pandemic.
Now, what can people do to sort of manage their anxiety over debt?
Finding a place where you can just talk about it is really the first step. And then creating a plan for, hey, I know this is a problem. I'm accepting it. I'm talking about it. And what am I going to do about it? Creating a plan. So there really isn't a financial challenge that doesn't have a solution. It's just finding which solution is right for you.
Tiffany Salameh, Channel 4, the local station.
If you need debt counseling or are looking a way to get out of debt, Money Management has offices here in Jacksonville and all across the state where you can get help for free. To find information about how to access those resources, take out your phone, open your camera, and scan the QR code on your screen to be taken to our web article with more details.